April 21st, 1526. That day, a single battle changed the fate of South Asia forever. On the vast plains of Panipat, Babur, a determined conqueror from Central Asia, faced Ibrahim Lodi, the powerful Sultan of Delhi. What followed was not just fight for the throne, but a clash of armies, strategies, and empire. Using innovative tactics, superior archery, and a sheer determination, Babur defeated a much larger army, laying the foundation of the Mughal Empire, an empire that would go on to rule the most of the Indian subcontinent for centuries, shaping its history, culture, and politics. Welcome back to Mehful with Shah. Today we explore the first Battle of Panipat, the clash that changed the course of South Asian history. By 1526, northern India was a land of fragmented powers. The Delhi Sultanate, once a mighty empire, was now weakened by years of internal conflict and succession struggles. The ruling Sultan, Ibrahim Lodi, faced growing discontent among his nobles, and his authority over distant province was fragile. Corruption, rebellion, and court intrigue has left the Sultanate vulnerable to outside challengers. Meanwhile, in the northwest, a young and ambitious ruler named Babur was eyeing India. At the instant of Timur and Genghis Khan, Babur had already carved out a small kingdom in the Central Asia, but he faced constant pressure from rival warlords and unstoppable territories. Seeking a new land to expand his empire, Babur set his sight on the rich plains of northern India, drawn by both opportunity and ambition. What made this confrontation inevitable was more than just power, it was destiny. Two forces, one established but weakened, the other ambitious and battle-hardened, were on the collision course that will reshape the subcontinent forever. As Babur advanced into northern India, he faced not just the challenges of the terrain, but the looming threat of Ibrahim Lodi's massive army. Babur's forces, though smaller in number, were disciplined and battle-honored. He brought with him innovative strategies and deadly power of early firearms and archery, something the Delhi Sultanate had little experience facing. Ibrahim Lodi, on the other hand, commanded a huge army over 100,000 soldiers, including thousands of raw elephants. Confident in his numerical advantage, he marched out to confront Babur near the town of Panipat, just north of Delhi. But his overconfidence would soon meet Babur's tactical brilliance. In the weeks leading up to the battle, both armies scouted the terrain, fortified their positions, and prepared for the clash. Babur carefully chose his battlefield, creating trenches and defensive lines to neutralize the Sultanate's elephants. He also trained his soldiers to use artillery effectively, turning a potential disadvantage in numbers to a deadly advantage. As the two forces faced each other across the open plains of Panipat, tension hung thick in the air. One side relied on overwhelming force and tradition, the other on strategy, technology, and daring. What was about to unfold would not just be a battle, but a turning point in South Asian history. The plains of Panipat became the stage for one of the most decisive battles. Babur's army, though smaller, was strategically positioned, with fortified flanks, trenches, and carefully placed artillery. His cannons, still a relatively new technology in warfare, will prove crucial. Ibrahim Lodi, confident in his numbers, launched a direct assault. His war elephants thundered forward, terrifying the troops in Babur's front lines. But Babur had anticipated this. His forces opened fire with artillery, shattering the elephant's rank and causing chaos among Lodi's soldiers. Babur divided his army into several units, a central force to engage the enemy head-on, and flanking wings to strike from the side or rear. This allowed him to encircle and isolate key sections of Lodi's army, creating confusion and preventing coordinated attacks. The disciplined coordination of the Babur's troops, combined with their mobility and use of firearms, began to turn the tide. Despite repeated charges by Lodi's forces, Babur's artillery and strategic positioning held firm. The Sultanate's army, weighted down by his size and uncoordinated attacks, started to crumble. By the end of the day, Ibrahim Lodi was killed, his army in full retreat, and Babur's forces emerged victorious. This battle was more than just a military victory, it was a turning point. The defeat of the Delhi Sultanate opened the door for the rise of the Mughal Empire, forever changing the political and cultural landscape of the Indian subcontinent. With the thunder of cannon, silence, and the dust of the battle sitting over Panipat, the scale of Babur's victory became clear. Ibrahim Lodi was dead, his massive army shattered, and the Delhi Sultanate, already weakened, was left in ruins. Babur's triumph wasn't just a military success, it marked the beginning of a profound transformation in South Asia. The victory at Panipat paved the way for the establishment of the Mughal Empire, a dynasty that would rule much of the Indian subcontinent for over 3 centuries. Babur's use of artillery and innovative battlefield tactics demonstrated that strategy and technology could overcome sheer numbers, forever changing the way wars were fought in the region. Politically, the battle shifted power from a fractured sultanate to a centralized Mughal authority. Culturally, it set the stage for the fusion of Persian, Central Asian, and Indian traditions, which would influence art, architecture, language, and governance across South Asia. But the legacy of Panipat went beyond kings and empires. It reshaped trade, administration, and even social structures, laying the foundation for centuries of the Mughal rule and leaving an enduring mark on the subcontinent's history. In a single day, Babur didn't just win a battle, he altered the destiny of millions. If you have enjoyed this journey back to one of the most pivotal battles in history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss our next deep dive into epic moments that changed the world. Until next time, keep exploring history with Mayful with Shah, where the past comes alive.